Everyone, Sandra from Scraps to Beauty, and it is Wednesday night, and if you're watching over on YouTube, this is a live stream over on ustream.tv, where I'm talking to my friends in the box, and this is just no arting today. I'm just going through my Australian trip. I'm going to show some hauls that I got from the different stores, Daiso, the Reject Shop, What's Cheap. And then if you're looking to see about the in-person workshop from Jane that I took, that'll be at the end. So just fast forward and you'll find it at the end somewhere. All right, so where am I going? So this is my little bag. Isn't this cute? I found this at the What's Cheap shop, and I loved all the kangaroos. I want to do one of those kangaroos like that. So, and this was like $3 at the What's Cheap shop. So I got that, and then I wound up getting one of the, well, first I think I'm going to show Paul's Halloween. Yeah, you're going to be here all night, probably. That's what I said. I tweeted it. You'll be here all night. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is show the gifts that I got. So, and it's kind of mixed up. I tried to put everything kind of in order, so hopefully I have it all kind of in order. Alright, this one is this. So hold on, I have to get the other stuff here. Alright. So, the first one that I got was we stayed at Jen. If you guys know Jen Potter, she is Scrap and Share on Ustream and also YouTube, I believe. And she's Osgrand, and her daughter Mandy came and picked us up from the airport because Jen was getting some stitches out. So she wound up making each of us one of these cute little bags. So maybe I'll bring you in a little bit closer. Is that good enough? Yeah. So this is one of the little bags that she made for us. She gave me a nice little pink pen, and it's not a pen. It's like a pencil, I think. Let's see. Paper. Oh no, it's pink. It writes pink, like a pink gel pen. And then she made these cute little books for us, where it's like a wallet, but she actually put washi tape in there for us. So you can see that. The palm trees. I love this one with the rose gold in it. And she gave each of us a little bit of washi tape. Isn't that cute? There's Janet. Hi, Janet. Yep, so this was from Mandy. So then we could put our own little washi tape there. And then cute little flags. That was that. She made this cute little note. And then some little wood pieces. And some brads. She does really cool art. I should have brought the book. I'll have to show that on Sunday. But she does these, it's with Prisma, isn't it, Janet? I think it's with colored pencils. She's really good. She does a cute little book that she shows, and she's got a really cute art room. So, yeah, so that was from Mandy. And you guys know Mandy if you know Dee Dee Willingham. We did her, Dee Dee was teaching us how to do colored pencils, how to do portraits. Her daughter, Amelia, was our model, and so I wound up doing that. I wish I could have found it. Yeah, all three of Jen's daughters were really, really, really sweethearts. And Squiz was really good. I love the way, too, is like Janet said, everybody there said, good day, mate. And then I love the way that Mandy, was it Mandy? Mandy, I think Mandy and Chrissy, they always said darling to their kids, like, oh darling, or oh love. It was really nice. I like the way that they said that. And this book here was from Carrie Ann. You guys know Carrie Ann, and she gave each of us, hi Aunt, each of us one of these mini books. Her work is really, really nice. And so I got this one, and you can see that here. And mine doesn't have any pullouts, I don't think, but it does have a little band. And she made it all with the craft paper, and these are little pockets. in here. They flip. And they have a little magnet there. So, and then this one comes in like this. So it's a really cute little mini album. She puts a lot of work into it. Plus she like double mats everything. Really nice. And then she also gave me some cards. I'll probably have that in another pile. So I'll have to show that. So there we go. And then she has a little cute little medal in the back that says handmade. So yeah, so that was from Carrie Ann. She actually spent the day, met her at Jen's, and then we spent the day with her the next following day. We went to the art store, and then we wound up going to the kangaroo farm too. So thank you, Carrie Ann. Let's see, and this stuff was from Heather. So let me see, it's not Heather. Yeah, it is pretty, isn't it? I love the lace. Isn't it pretty, the lace that she used in the front here? See how nice and thick that lace is? It's really pretty. And the flowers. I don't know if she made, not sure if she made these flowers or not. So, but yeah, it's really pretty. It's a lot of work. She does sell her mini albums. I don't know if she has her own website. And then these were from, oh here, this is where she lives in the town. Carrie Ann lives in this town, Junie. And so she gave us each postcard so that we knew what her town looked like. You can see that there. Palm trees. And this one's pretty too with these buildings here. New South Wales. So that was from Carrie Ann. And she also gave me a pen. I don't know what I did with it. But anyway. Then this one was from Heather. You guys know Heather, coloring book Heather. And she gave me this cute little seahorse. It's got a little magnet on it. Very cute. And it's got the fish, and then it's got this is like a dolphin. Dolphins in here. Hope you can see that. There. Yeah, Carrie Ann's albums are so well done, right, Janet? Yeah. Everybody loved the albums. And then she brought us each some different papers that we could take. So I really love this Galaxy. She tried to do this Galaxy one. You see, so it looks nice and black, but then when you turn it, you can see all the glitter in there. And then she brought stuff that we could just take. So I wound up taking this little piece of muslin of hers that she made. And then she also gave us some napkins. So I got those. I really like this one, the marbling one. Oh, she has a day headache. Oh, 3-day headache, poor Carrie Ann. And then she also gave these napkins too. And then she made, this one I made for me. That's from Heather. You can see Heather. She's CBC. And she made this cute little mermaid. Can you see that? Mermaid there. So she collaged all this, kind of like Dee Dee does, and put the mountains. I think she collaged the mountains. And then she painted all this other stuff. It's very cool. And then she put the little clouds like Dee Dee does. So you can see that. Really cool. So that was from Carrie Ann. From Heather. And then, that's the wrong one. She also made these little books. And so this is all my little extra, like, papers that I'm going to actually put in here. So she actually made us these. But I saved kind of all my receipts, kind of like Janet did. I saved a whole bunch like Janet did, but I saved quite a bit. So then CB had given us some sticker paper. That's somewhere here. And she had different Australian stuff for us. So I cut that out. And then this is what she did for us. So I'm going to make a little journal, and I'm going to stick all my ephemera and stuff in here. So I have a whole bunch of like maps, stuff that I don't know what to do with. This is Kinyakunya. That's a bookstore there. So you can see, I'll just show you some of the things. This is called Mount Warning, right there. Hi, Pacola. Anybody I missed? Yeah, it was a great bookstore. That was a bookstore that Jane actually just did a couple of, I think last week. She had a big tumble gum. That was the river cruise that I took down. Just show you some of these. Tweed's Heads. This is Coolangatta. That's where I stayed. Oh my gosh, where you saw my beach pictures. That was so cool there. I really love that place. Tugun. So you can see that there. That was the beach. And here's what a whole aerial part of it looks like. So I was like right in here somewhere. You can see that there. Oh yeah, and then we got some more paper from Heather. So I have enough to do two little journals like this is Byron Bay. So I just kind of tore everything out, one of my sketches when I was bored. I didn't get to see the whales. You really needed binoculars because by the lighthouse, I was the whales had just passed, but we did get to see the dolphins. That's Byron Bay. So this is just all my little ephemeras that I wanted to keep for me. I just tore it out the magazine, so I still have that to do, really. And here you can see there's the other side of Coolangatta. This was Currumbin, Australia. There. It is a beautiful coastline. I did save some of my tickets, but not all my tickets. And then this was the last hotel that I stayed at before I came. And this was one of my tags. I kept that. That's 27. On the way back, though, my last suitcase, if I didn't get delayed, because you're allowed 2 suitcases, and they're 50 pounds each. So when I was in Sydney, one weighed 27, and the other one was 60. So the girl was nice enough to combine the 2 suitcases. And it would have been fine if I would have made connection, because they just would have went on, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. But I had to go collect my suitcase because I missed my connection, and then had to get the suitcases reweighed again. And yeah, they charged me in San Francisco. I was not a happy camper. Look how cute these little kangaroos are. She made a little shaker box for us. You can see that there. I was not a happy camper. Plus the fact that I had to go get the luggage and carry it around. So all these are just my little receipts and stuff. So I have to do another little journal. And then this is a Sydney Opera House. I think that was Janet's favorite, her highlight of Sydney. So we did take the tour there, and oh my gosh, that was over 200 feet, 200 steps, and that really kind of did me in. I don't think I could have made it the next day. I know, it was mean of them, wasn't it? And I tried to say that to the girl. I'm like, but it's combined. My suitcases, they are not over 100. She goes, nope. She would not let me go. I was like, ugh. Yeah, I was not happy. So those are from Heather. So thank you, Heather. So let's see. All right. So now, let me see what I should show you first. I guess I'll show you my hauls first. These are more postcards. I don't think you guys really want to see all these, but I'm going to stick them in. Isn't they cute? We never did see a kangaroo with a joey, but I will show you some of these because these are actual pictures. The trip home, no, it was not fun. Because I was like, oh, it was not fun. Isn't he cute? So these are actual photographs. They go around and they take pictures there. This guy was a mean guy. I think Carrie Ann's husband said that he actually could kill you. Her favorite, yeah, Janet's favorite for sure was the Opera House. What's this one? Oh, these birds are so colorful. They're just as bright as you see them. Well, Janet took very good care of me. She made sure I got where I had to go. She tied my shoes when I couldn't tie them. She was very good. Aren't they cute? The koalas. We didn't really get to hold the koalas this time, but we did get to pet the kangaroos. They're so cute. They're so lazy too, right, Janet? All they did was lay on the ground. You have to actually go over there and feed them if you wanted it. Oh, look at this one with the mommy. The baby. There were a million stairs, yeah. I think that's the same one. Yeah, and that's the same. But these are just postcards. I'm sure Janet showed you a couple of these. I don't know if I have anything extra. Something different. But I won't torture you with the postcards. There's Sydney. So there's Sydney in the day, at the night, and then they also put the lights on it. And that's kind of the harbor. I'm going to ruin your reputation. No way, Janet. She was like the mama bear. She was always watching out for me. Alright, so, let's see. So I did do some sketching. Not much, but I'll show you some that I did. So this was a Jody Olds bird that I kind of was fooling around with. I didn't do a lot of sketching, just a little bit. I have my other book too. I don't know if I brought that up. This was one of Daniel Donaldson's girls. I kind of sketched that. She has a soft spot. Yes, she does. Let me see. I did try to do, on here I was doing one of the practicing my eyes and my lips. I did do, I was trying to do hairdos there. Let's see that. Oh, here's my koala. Not a very good picture of koala, but that was it. This one I really liked. I don't know what happened to me that day, but I really liked her. She is good. Oh, and then I was practicing hands a little bit. It's hard to see because I didn't really do too late. But I did try to do mermaid, part of it for Mermaid Month. Let's see. So this is one, I did one of these, like Debbie Epps, that book. I forget what the name of that book is, but I did do that. You can see that, the lines. The eyes are great, yeah. This one wasn't that good. Let's see. And then I think I started mermaid in the back here. Yeah. So this one was the first one, Your Cup of Tea. And this one was Hello Sailor. So she's got a kind of a tattoo. Can't really see it, an anchor tattoo on her. This one, speckled and freckled. So I put her with glasses. She's a little weird. I like this one, Make a Splash. So I did a manatee and a mermaid. This one I tried to do a Frida, kind of like a Frida mermaid. So I think I only went up to 8. This was a stargazing siren, galaxy girl. And this was treasure chest. It's hard to see because I did so light. Yeah, and I think I only, yeah, I didn't. I got stuck at landlocked mermaid, and then I didn't do any more. I did sketch some other stuff, but I don't know if I brought that book, the different book that I have. Alright, so let's see. So I'll start with this first. Like I said, this stuff is kind of just thrown all around. So this was the package that CB gave us. She gave us some Australian paper, and it came with some stickers. I already used some of the stickers. So I got to art a little bit, not much though. Then we wound up, when we did go to Kaiser Craft, this was the only paper pack that I bought. So I got this one. Kaiser Craft Fairy Garden with the little fairies. That was fun, Kaiser Craft. We kind of got that by accident. When we were in Melbourne, I wanted to look for money to exchange a bank. And I happened to go into the mall, and upstairs was Kaiser Craft. We didn't even know it. So, and I think Jen and Janet went back like 2 or 3 times to Kaiser Craft. I did do a lot. I was surprised how much I did do, because I really didn't think I was going to go out every day, but I pretty much did. I think there was one day that it was kind of rainy, and I think I went and get lunch, and then I came right back. Luckily that Hillary, where I stayed at the Airbnb, she had a DVD, and I got hooked on Downtown Abbey because I never saw it. So I would think I watched all 5 seasons the whole time I was there. And then this was at Cunha Kenya, the bookstore, and Janet showed this on her stream. She's Monkey Island Madness, if you guys haven't get to see Janet. And so this was about Midori's, and she loves Midori's and pens. So I did get one of those. I don't want to really cut it up, but I really like this page here with the whale. and that. So that was fun. So that I'm going to keep that. I don't think I'm going to tear that apart. And this was a paper that I split with them all. So these are like little cards to go with the paper. And you love Downton Abbey? I got hooked on it, and then I had to watch all the seasons. I think I didn't get to see season 5, but when I came home, I watched season 5. So these are the different papers, the different flowers from Australia. Of course, I had the little koala bear. And then, probably feel better. Yeah, staying by the ocean, I did. The article about the artist, I think I did, Janet. Yep. I didn't really get to read, like, the whole thing, but, and these are the cute little kookaburra. I think this is kookaburra birds. But if you know, if you guys remember Jonna and Darcy, they are the Scrappy Camper sisters. Hi, Miss Allie. John is actually leaving for Australia. She'll be there July 17th, I think, and she's going to be there for the whole year. She's actually going to college there, so hopefully her and Jen can get together. And then Darcy is going to go visit her at Christmas, New Year's time. So their one thing on their bucket list was to see Sydney at New Year's, so they're actually going to get to do that. So. And then I think they're going to try to travel a little bit. They might try to go to Byron Bay, I think Jonna said. And so, of course, she called me and wanted to know all the things that she's like, what do I need to know? And I was like, for me, it was hair gel. I was like, oh, I'm going to be able to get hair gel there. I'm not going to bother bringing hair gel. Well, I couldn't find hair gel there for like frizzies. Oh my gosh. And then when I did finally find it, it was like $43 for, a little bottle. I was like, oh, I'll do without it. So yeah, different things were there. Like that was hard to find. Vitamins were totally different and quite expensive too. I'm trying to think what else I told Jonna. Oh, after, I'll just talk to you while I'm doing this. After, what's today? I think starting now, June. Yeah, it's cool for Jonna and Darcy, isn't it? Yeah, that'll be fun. Poor Darcy, she's like trying to like pack everything in. And I told her to make sure to bring some art supplies. She said she was bringing her watercolors and paper. I'm like, yeah, you definitely need to do that because it's so. When you do find it, it's very expensive. But she wanted to make sure she brought all her meds. I said, make sure you bring all the meds. Yeah, that was the hair thing. Yeah, I know. So, and then this is another, I think this is called the kangaroo's claw, I think, that one. So there's just all the different flowers that they have there. So we've seen that. Hey, Patty. There's Patty. Yeah, and then she, so I'm going to send her my Go card. I had some money left, some money coins, so I'm going to send that to her. She wanted to know what she should see while she was there. So I have to text Jen to let her know. So, and give her Jonna's number. So that was all my papers. I did use some of it for collaging, but not Australian. But it's actually wrapping paper. So I got that. All right, so let's see. Next thing is going to be my hauls from Daiso mostly. And these are all mixed up because I had to unwrap some stuff. So first thing, I got one of these little, it's like a little rack so you could hold your pencils. I didn't like the brown color, so I'm not too sure if I'm going to keep it. But can you see it stands up? I don't know if you can see. It's kind of dark. So your pencils stand up like that. I got that, and then I got this cute little white one. I really like this. I was going to use it for Jane's class. I figured I was going to put all my stuff, but that. Oh, the WhatsApp. Yes, I definitely will tell them about WhatsApp. I think Jonna said that she was going to download it. She hadn't downloaded it yet, but I'll make sure that Jonna and Jen get together. Daiso. All right, let's start with this little bag first. They had some cute little bags for to hold all your pens and stuff. I really like this one. So, and I had to take stuff out of packaging, so let's just see what I got here. And it holds quite a bit. That's just the one pocket. Oh, here's my other stuff. I was wondering where this was. Yeah, Sarah's really lucky. I think the only places that there's a Daiso in the U.S. is Texas, I want to say Oregon and California. There's like 4 or 5 of them. But it's all on the West Coast, nothing here. So isn't this cute? So it's a cute little Ziploc bag. And then we were going crazy with the pens. I forget I don't even know how many. So you can see these are like fountain pens. You see that? Take one out so you can see. So you can see it's a fountain pen there. And I think this one has the ink in. Oh, you have to put the ink in it. But everything at Daiso was $2.80. So that was really cool. So every time I found a pen, I was like, oh, I better get another one of these. So I wound up getting like 3 of these. So I might put a little giveaway, and I'll probably include one of these in that. So I got 3 of those. Let's put it back in here. Just the name Daiso. Any Japanese store that we could find pens, Janet was like there. Oh, and then we wound up splitting these. I wound up getting the kangaroo, and this one is an alligator. So those are just regular pens. And then they did have different color leads. So I did wind up getting that. So these are all 2B. This is a 0.05. I think they're all 0.05. So this is a blue lead. This one is a yellow with the bold. And this is, or B, what is B? Hard? HB? Anyway, pink, yellow. I wound up getting 2 of those. I don't know why, the yellow. So it's just lead. Put in your pencils. Yeah, so it's right, $2.80 in Australian. So we were paying like, getting 74 cents Australian to our dollar. So we were getting like $1.30. So it was really more like $2 and I don't know, 20 cents maybe, something like that. And then here's another pen. I think we bought anything that was permanent. This was I think so. This is a brush pen. So I wanted to get one of those. This one is this one is permanent. So that was Janet was like, get that one, it's permanent. So I wound up getting that. And then these I just had to take out of the bag, I think. This is the Pilot multi-ball. I think we got that there. So I wound up getting that. This was Kinokuniya. I think this was a Kinokuniya. This was Kinokuniya. Alright. So I wanted to, and this one has lead. These big pieces of lead. So this pencil here has these big pieces of lead that go in there. I really like the mint green. Hey, Kathy. Anybody I missed? Right, $2.07. Thank you, Janet. Yeah. And then this was another pencil. I don't know where it is. These are Kinokuniya. Yeah, and then most of them I had to take them out of the package because I just didn't have room. So Janet's the expert about pens. So if you want to know more about pens, be sure to go over to Janet's. And this one's a nice one. I like this, the 0.07 Sakura. It's just a pencil. It's nice and light, so I like that one. I wind up getting these are like microns. I got one of those. This one I think I brought with me. I don't think I got that there. And then this, it's like a brush tip. So I wound up getting that. You didn't see that? I know every time Janet would go somewhere, she would get a couple, and then we'd come back and be like, I didn't see that. And then the next time we went, we would try to pick that out. The mint ones, you didn't see that one? I don't know where I got that one. The Stabilo, not sure if I got that there or not, or if I had that one. I don't know. This one is just, oh, it's a pencil. I must have got that there. Let me see if I have paper here. So I must have cheated on them. Ooh, look at that's nice dark lead too. Ooh, I like that one. So it's just a Stabilo pencil. I don't know where I got that from. Did you get that, Janet? The one of these? I don't remember. And then these are just some colored pencils I had bought. Oh wait, there's one more. Oh yeah, here's a stab. Maybe I brought this with me. I might have brought these with me. I'm trying to think. This one's a gel pen. Who knows? I don't know. I could have bought it there, though. And then I was going to color some of mine. So when we went to the art store with Jen, I just wound up getting some pastels. These are Prisma. This one is, oh, these are Stabilos. Yeah. So we wound up getting those, which you could get here, but I was supposedly going to color my stuff, and of course I never did. So those are one pens. Oh, and then I got refills too, for whatever one it is, black ink refills. I'm a big fat cheater. Sorry, Janet. Well, Janet did go to the art store when I didn't feel one day, and she got some good journals. I forget. And what did you? It's something you gave Mandy. I think you gave her like a plastic thing to go inside her journal. So these are from Kinokuniya. That's these are gel pens, I think. Yeah. So that's the pink. They're just regular pink. Janet's like, I'm jealous. I didn't get those. This is a mint green, which you can't really see because it's on this pink paper. That's actually the one I think Janet gave it up for me because there was only one. It was either this color or the other color. I forget. But there was only one of them, and Janet luckily let me have them. So thank you, Janet. All right, so that is that. That's only part of the Daiso. All right, so that's that one. Let's see what this is. I have different things in different bags, though. So this is another one of those cases from, they have the best, like, cases for things there. So let's see what I got here. So this was, these paintbrushes I got at the What's Cheap store. These little blue ones. Aren't these cool? Look at that. Let's see. These two are mine. But can you see? This was a set. This one and this. I don't know what this little one that bends like that. It's a certain thing. But can you see these? Look how cute they are. They're real fine detail. And I like the short little handles. So, and these were only like $5. So we're actually $1 a piece. And that was at the What's Cheap store. And then I got these cute little ones. And these were the same, $5. But it's got the fan and it's got a little angle brush. But I just like them because they're cute little handles. So I'll stick those in there. And then I wound up getting, this was $50. This was at the vintage store when I wound up going to the vintage store. And then I wound up getting some little beads that I pulled out. Maybe if the cases. The cases are so cool. I would have loved to have bought some more of those cases. All right, so let's see. So I think all this other stuff is, oh no, wait. So these are Kaiser Craft stencils when we went to Kaiser Craft. All right, so all that other stuff I brought. Can never have enough pens and markers. That's true, Jan. But I really like these. These were like really cool, I thought. So that's that one. So I wound up getting, this was at Daiso. I have the paper pad somewhere, but these are just a few of the little papers that I think. Aren't they cute? I think I bought 2 packs of Oriental paper. And then these were the Kaiser Craft. So of course I got this one, Ripples. I think we all bought stencils there. CB, I think got some. Did you, CB? Janet. Jen, I know, did. She's been using hers. I love this one with the flowers. You see that? There's that one there with the flowers. And I love this little one. So I used some of these already. You can see that one with the little one. See if I can put it on here. You can see. So there's that. The origami, yeah, they're too pretty to fold up. I was thinking of just cutting the faces out and probably just using them like that. There's another one with roses, like that. Bye, Lynn. Okay, catch Chris. Oh, here's my little charm. So CB also gave me these little mermaid tails chipboards. I was looking for my little charms. There they are. She gave us each some kangaroo charms and then the little koala charms. Aren't they cute? So I have to put them on my book. I have a little book that I want to put those on. So that was part of my Kaiser Craft stuff. All right, let's see. Oops, hold on. Let's see. Then I've got two more little cases that I got at Daiso. Let's see, this is some more ephemera, just maps and stuff like that I got. So let's see. Stick that there. This was a little, this is the one that we went to, isn't it? The Long Pine one where poor CB got attacked by the ducks. That was funny. This one little duck kept following her around. She was feeding it. And then it got her on the butt. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. All right, so here's another one of those little cases. And, you know, for $2.80. Oh my gosh, I love those little cases. I would have bought like a ton of them if I could have brought them back. And then CB also gave us some of these. That's from CB. And then I wound up getting these because I had to do the long needles. Can you see it? I wanted to do a book for Jane. Oh, it was Oakvale. Oakvale, that's right. So that's that little case. And then you see they come in different thicknesses. So this is a real thin one. And then here is the pink one. Hi, Marie. Anybody I missed? So then I love these thicker ones too. This one is most of my Kaiser Craft stuff in here. Excuse me. Yeah, so here is some more of the papers I got at Daiso. So you can see the different little patterns, mostly just flowers, this one. This one was, I picked up this little thing where you just put these stickers on here. So there was another mermaid one, and Hillary, where I stayed at the Airbnb, she had a notepad, and I thought I had flipped the notepad over and took a piece of paper, and I wound up writing on top of the notepad. So then I just covered it with one of these mermaid things. Hi, Kia. So I was kind of glad to have that. So let's see. This is Jane's. So here's some more of the stencils that I got from Kaiser Craft. So let's see. These cute little ones with the letters. Got that one. You can never have enough coffee ones. I wound up getting a coffee one. Here's my little paper. So I wound up getting the coffee ones. And I got this one with the grid. And I took all the packaging out, so I have no idea what the names are. There's that one with the pipes for steampunk. I love this one with the flourishes. So there's that one. That was really the only scrapbook store I think we went to. Arts this way. We found a couple of stores when we were in Melbourne. We happened to go looking for street art, and we ran into a different art store. Jen got a good bargain on gesso there. There's that. I think this one, that one Heather gave me, I think. That I brought with me. I wound up getting this, I think, at the Reject Shop. Is it the Reject? Yeah, the Reject Shop, because I wound up getting these die cuts. So the die cuts have like mermaids. Let's see, it's got mermaids and fairies. And there's a little pad that goes with these too, but it's got the gold foil in there. And I wound up getting this from Kaiser Craft with the wings. I really like those. And then these we went to, what was the store, Jen? It was called Spotify? I don't think it was called Spotify. Kind of like our Bed Bath & Beyond, but with crafts. So I wound up getting this one. This is Sizek's new, what is this one called? Circle Mask. So that's that one. You love the stencils? Me too, Joan. I love their stencils. And then I wound up getting this one. This one is called Painted Splats. So you can see how that is. So you could actually use the middle and cut that out in the middle. And then, of course, I got the cute little mermaid. Carrie Ann. I think Carrie Ann was the one that showed me that. You have the ring stencil? Yeah. And then these were at the reject shop. So these are little stencils. Let's see if I have a piece of paper that I can grab. Put it on there. And these were a really good buy. I want to say these were like $3 maybe. I can't remember. But you can cut them up. And I thought they'd be cute for little ATCs. Would be cute stencils. So I want to get in that one. I had like 3 different, I think 4, but I only bought 3. There's that. And the gears. And another big coffee stain. And then there's this one. Free Spirit. Perfect spots for Jean. Where is Jean? So that was from Kaiser Craft and the Reject Shop. Let me stick those back in there. And then stick that there. I have another whole box though. This was a cute little koala book that I got when Jen took us to the art store. I can't remember the name of it, but they have all different painted koalas. Cute. So I'll just show you a couple of them. Look at a little baby one. Some of these are really cute. And this one's watercolor one. There's that one. I'll just brush through it quick. This one's a cute, like a Zentangled one. I don't like these too much. I don't like the little boy one. This one's cute. Sleeping in their little pajamas. Oh, look at that one. Very cute. A little teacup. And it has all the different artists. Different artists that that painted, and they give you different things. Like it says female koala, like all different facts about koalas. So female koalas are fully mature by about 2 years old. Males take a little bit longer and reach maturity by their 3rd or 4th year. You ordered that? You did? You did, CP? Yeah, the drawings are really cute. The average lifespan of a koala is about 10 years. This cute little facts. Oh, I bought a sloth book for Gabby, too. I should show you that before. Maybe I'll get it. Remind me at the end. If I can get it, I'll go get it. But it's a really cute sloth book. Oh, I like this one. It's like painted with oils. Maybe you can see the texture in there. And this one with the cactus. It's got some really cute little drawings in here. Oh, look at that one, like a galaxy. Can you see the balloon is like a galaxy? And the koala is like a little gray galaxy bear. It's cute. So just this one's cute. That's a lot of work, that one. It's an Untangled one. It's just a really cute little koala book. I thought maybe I'd do some of these in watercolor myself. Look at that one. Cute. They're so cute when you see them in the trees. Really cute. Look at that one. This one says, an adult koala eats between half a kilogram to 1 kilogram of leaves each night. So it's just cute little facts. And there's another little watercolor one. So that's a really cute book. So if you're looking at that, that's by Thames and Hudson. It's a koala. I don't know who else makes it. Thames and Hudson. So that's that one. All right. Let's see. I wound up getting this was CBS got this first. And then after she got it, I think we all went back and got one. But it's a little wood it's got the little boomerang. I think that's a flower. There's Australia, the little kangaroo, road trip, the little bird, the Australian. What? I see you there. So I think each one of us wound up getting one of those. And then I wound up getting this bookmark. I think I wound up getting that at Sydney Opera House. I also bought a wood boomerang to collage. So, all right, let's see. Oh, goodness. All right, I have a big box, so I'm just going to pull out little by little. Oh, my claw. So this was from Daiso too, so I wound up getting these paintbrushes. So for these 5 brushes, $2.07. What did you get, Janet? Oh, you get which one? You got the koala book? But can you believe that? Daiso, and they look so off to try them out. They say round horsehair paintbrushes for $2.80. I still don't know what one of the wooden things is. Oh, really? I think it's a flower, one of their flowers, I think. And this I wound up getting at the Riot Shop, their art store. The one art store I did find when I was in Tucson by myself was called the Riot Shop. And that was the only shop that actually had Jane's products there. I didn't see Jane's product anywhere else. Oh, the wood dyes, yeah. You haven't done anything with them. But I really like the mermaids in here. So I thought I could color them or scan them. So I'll just go through it really quick. I thought they were pretty cute. Especially that, to make different tops for the mermaids. That one's cute, like wallpaper. The mermaid tails. So I really liked it. And it's nice and small. It's not like some of those big coloring books. So, and I think I would probably do this on watercolor paper. See that? I like these. This one's cute with like the seal bottoms too. Seal tails. This one's like jellyfish girl. And the different hairs. This one's cute too. So I have like a right and a left, pretty much. I like the little fish in this one. It's a cute little book, right, Joan? I like this book. I thought it was cute. And these are the mandalas. They always remind me of Barb. And just some mermaids. More mermaids. These are like Zentangle mermaids. Really cute book. I thought it was really cute. There's your little unicorn. Unicorn seahorse. So that was that. So that was at the Riot Shop. Let's see. This was, let me see what I have in here. This was a place that I call, it was in Marwoollumba. Hillary had to go get her to the dentist, and there was a cute little shop, so she invited me to go there with her. Hi, Jen! So I wound up getting this in Marwoollumba. Or it might be in Marwoollumba. Either one of those, I can't remember. Let me see, what do I have in here? Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. More Daiso stuff. Don't look, Janet. So I wound up getting, this is mine. I wound up getting this. There's just some handmade papers. She had a lot of handmade stuff there. I wound up getting a roll of this in her shop. It's got like dragonflies. Figure I would collage with that. So I got that there. I should have got a card from the name of her store. I don't know if I put one in here. Don't look, Janet. Just don't look. here's my archival ink, so I can put that back. So this was mine. So I did wind up getting some stamps so this is a mixture of Kaiser Craft and Daiso. Again. So I did get some script. This is a script stamp. Marwulimba. Yes, thank you, Jen. Yep. And then I wind up getting this one with the stamps, the letters. I love this one with the butterflies. Jen used this on her journal just last week, I think. And then I love this one with the butterfly. And then I think we all went back and got this one with the splats. I wound up using this one already, this one. So Jen used a lot of these on her stream. I think it was last week. And then I got another script one. I really like this script one. You can see that. You like Kaiser Craft stamps, Eileen? Yeah. So I wound up getting those. I think that was all I got from Kaiser Craft, the stencils and the stamps. And then I found, I think I got 2 more. So I think I have 3 of these now. So I'll probably put that with whatever giveaway I decide to do. It's another one of those permanent pens. So I have 3 of those. And then, what else do I have here? This was from the vintage shop. There was a place called their Vinnie's. It was a secondhand shop, and I wound up going to, I don't think you didn't get those 2 stamps? Jen's like, and so I wound up getting this cute lace. Well, Jen wound up buying us there was only a strip, and then she wound up cutting up the strip. We got this, what's the name of that store, Jen? Is it Spotify? Spotify, we got this. I love this lace. So pretty. And that's where I wound up getting the Sizzix dies. And then Jen actually crocheted us these cute little doilies. Didn't she do a good job? So I got 2 of those. And then this was the lace I wound up getting at the vintage shop. So it's pretty. So I wound up getting that. Yes, Vinnie's equals St. Vincent de Paul charity shop. Yes. Oh, Spotlight. I don't know why I keep calling it Spotify. Spotlight was the name. And that's kind of like our Bed Bath & Beyond, but with crafts in it. This one's a pretty one, too. And I got this whole bag of lace and some beads and some other stuff. It was like $2. Or $2 Australian, so it was like $1.40 American. So, I love this lace. I used a lot of this lace in my book. Yeah, Jen crochets. Yes, she does. She has a really nice big one. I don't know who got the big one. Maybe Janet or CB. And then this lace I really love. Look at that. So that was a nice little find. I went back there like 2 or 3 times to see if I could find any more. But there wasn't any more lace. All right, so I wound up getting that. All right, so this I wound up getting in Marwulimba too. It was with the dragon paper, and so it just has all different little sayings on there. So you can see that. Creativity takes courage. Think will not overcome, but action will. So it's just cute little sayings. It's easier to catch flies with honey than with vinegar. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. So I just thought I would be able to cut that all up. Okay. Wasn't you? Maybe it was Janet that got the big one. Oh, no one took the big one. Oh, so Jen's going to use it as a stencil. But we each got some. And then when we were in Melbourne, CB and I, we really didn't bring anything to sketch. So this wound up being in the grocery store. I think CB, you sketched, didn't you? I think you did Sydney in yours. You might have done Sydney. So I tried to do, again, you won't probably be able to see it because it's, so I did some circles and I tried to do the Opera House. And then I wound up putting the little bird, koala, my mermaid tails, and a kangaroo. I think that was the only thing I did in Melbourne. Yeah. But yes, this was a cute little scrapbook. They call it a scrapbook. It was just blank pages. And I think we only paid like $2 for this. Didn't we, CB? I think so. All right, so that's that. All right, so let me, oh, I can't pull this box over. Hold on. I get everything falling at my feet. All right. Oh, it keeps falling. You did too? Yeah, I only did 2 pages, yeah. Not much for 3 weeks. So let's see. Oh, this was the other stuff that came with the lace. One in the vintage store, so I wound up getting a necklace with all these seashells. This big heart. You see the big heart necklace, and this one with a, I don't know what it is, like a little hand on it. And then I wound up getting a couple things, which I wound up just giving back to the, and that was all for $2 with the lace in that one bag. CB had given us this, like deli paper. I got that from CB. And then I had to, now don't laugh when you see this, but it's tissue paper. That's a lot more than you had. But their toilet paper is, they're very conscious about the environment and stuff. So like now you can't buy, right Jen, you can't, is it now? You can't, they don't sell plastic bags anymore. No, and they're getting rid of the plastic straws. I think they're getting rid of balloons. Like when you go to a celebration, you can't get balloons. So everybody's self-conscious because of the reef, you know, the coral reef and everything. So, but now Hillary had a different, around her toilet paper, it was orange and it said something, it had some different quotes. I really would have liked to take that, but that was the only one she had. Then I wound up getting this one, and I figured because to collage wish it would be good. So this is, they wrapped this around the toilet paper, toilet tissue. So I wound up getting that because it has the Australian flag in Australia. It's got the cute little frog. So I figure I could put that on a journal page. No, there are no plastic bags, right. But they're also getting rid of chopsticks. What is chopsticks? They're also getting rid of, right, pretty much they're getting rid of the straws. I heard that they were going to allow balloons at the festivals anymore. Oh, she showed you chopsticks that broke. Aw. Yeah, toilet paper wrapper. Don't laugh. And then CB and I, we saw these. I first saw these at Sydney Opera House. But they're dish towels, but we're going to turn them into like, I want to turn them into like a canvas bag. So I really love this one with the koala. Isn't it cute? So we found this one first. Or I think we found the kangaroo first and then the koala. We wanted the koala. I don't know. Either one of those. So I wound up getting that one, and I love this one. I thought I would turn this one into a bag too. Isn't it cute with little kangaroos? Yep, paper straws seen too. Yeah, everybody is. Yep. All right. So let me see what else. So let's see. I'll do this. The CB also wound up giving me this little steampunk bird. A tote bag, yeah, that's what CB's going to turn hers into, a tote bag. Oh, and then this I wound up getting for $1, which was just beads, a whole bag of beads. So which was like 74 cents, which I wound up using. I think we're going to use it on my, oh my gosh. I have to show you something first. Where is, well, let me get rid of this and then I'll show you. Let's see, just here. Yes. We wind up getting these cute little Daiso erasers. You're back! Aren't they cute? Little Oriental girls. And CB says she keeps a whole jar of stuff. Oh, so here it is. This is the reject shop. So this is what the reject shop was, the die cuts. So I wound up, these are all the different die cuts. So it was mermaids, fairies, unicorn. Let's see that. So I wound up getting 2 of the die cuts, and then they had paper. Oh my gosh, I have all my, this was a picture I took. Isn't he cute? Oh, that kangaroo. He's so cute. Look at his eyelashes. So Cute. And then this is the paper that went with that. And I think I have all. These are the different die cuts that. Let me move this box so I can show you better. Oh gosh, more Daiso stuff. Hold on, let me just move it all out. This was a boomerang that we got in Kaiser Craft, so I want to collage on that, put our pictures from the different things we did. And then, I can't remember. Jen, did you give me this? I can't remember who gave me this. It's like a little charm with seashells. I think it was Jen, but I can't remember. Okay. There we go. Alright, so, this is one. I did get an embossing folder from Kaiser Craft there. And then this was from the place called What's Cheap. So these were $2.50. So I wound up getting this stencil. I know, Eileen. This one with the butterflies. Don't look, Ange. No, it wasn't you. Who gave me that? I don't know who gave me that. And then this one with the doilies, like. It's cute. Not you? I don't know who gave me that. More Daiso stuff. Oh, this was a place I stayed at. It's called the Blue House by the Beach. That was where I stayed at Hillary's place. It was such a nice place. Oh, really nice. And then we wound up, the last day, we wound up going to this cafe. Flutterbees. So she gave me a whole bunch of coasters. She says, you can art on these. So, and she was really nice. I have to tell you this story about, on Friday nights, she would go to, she does a lot of Sacred Earth. If you don't know what Sacred Earth is, it's like, not chanting. Sacred Earth isn't like chanting music, but it's about, being good to the environment, peace and joy and all that. So we wound up going to the food festival before we went to the Sacred Earth concert. Not concert, but, little thing, gathering. And the food there at the food court was so good. I'll show that in my journal. Sorry, Ange. And then I wind up getting this at the What's Cheap, blue and green glitter. And so anyway, when we went to the Sacred Earth, you had to take your shoes off, and they do all the singing and chanting and all that. Well, the second, so it wasn't so bad, the first one that she took me to. It was nice music, and it was, calming and all that. So the second week she goes, oh, do you want to go to another one? And I'm thinking, yeah, I want to go to the food festival first. So she says, well, it's a little bit more chanting. I'm like, oh, okay. So went to the food festival in Yum. I wish I could go there now. And they have that every Friday night, which is nice. They have all different food trucks from different places, like from, I don't know, Polish and Italian and all different countries that go there. It's really good. And we go to the second chanting, and they've got incense burning, and they're all like singing Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing here? And if you are one of those people who love those, it's not making fun or anything, but it's just not for me. Oh my gosh. Well, I took my shoes with me because she told me once that she went to one and she had her Ugg boots, and those are the Ugg boots that are actually made in Australia, and somebody took them. So I'm like, wow, so much for peace and love. So I was like, no, I'm taking my shoes with me because that was the only shoes I had with me. But yeah, that one was a lot of chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, but it was fun. I know, right, right, Janet? They were all teasing me, Janet and Jen. Oh my gosh. Anyway, all right. So then this was also from the store from Will and Ba. They had these cute little, so I bought these. She had a whole bunch of them, but I only bought 2 of these. It's to go with my collection, so I wound up getting those. And then this is Daiso. Aren't these cute? Oh my gosh, I love these. They're like little paper birds, but I was going to use them to hold my paintbrush. So it'll lay like that. So when I have my paintbrush, like that off the floor. Oh my gosh. You can see that. Something cute. So I got 2 of those little things. That was a Daiso. I don't know if you saw those. They might not have been at the Daiso we were at, but it was the Daiso that I was in Tugen. Yeah, I know. And then they had, and the worst part, not the worst part, but at the end, the very first one, what they do is I was like, I don't want to sit next to anybody. I don't really know anybody. And she had her mat. She had her yoga mat. And so she was up close. She wanted to be right up there. I'm like, go right ahead. I'm going to sit way in the back. So I pick a chair, right? And I'm like, please, please, nobody sit next to me. So it was like one person. So 2 people come, and there's a space on my left, and there's a space on my right. I'm like, whew, nobody's sitting next to me. Wow. At the end of that, they're like, everybody gather up and pair up. I'm like, oh God. So of course now there's 2 girls that are on my left, and they're like, they have to touch back to back because you have to be like in connection with everybody. Oh my gosh. So then I had to put my back like touching both of their backs. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't wait to go home. You never saw those little birds? They're so cute. No, and then I wound up getting this. I thought this was good for collage. I got that at the vintage store. They were $4. They were my most expensive thing that I bought. But it was an experience. I mean, it was really nice, but it just was not for me. And so this was at the reject shop. So these are the little die cuts. Yeah, I had my very own Daiso, yeah. And then these were the papers. So let's see. I have to save one of these for... So I did wind up cutting some more stuff out. And then this was part of the sticker sheet that CB gave us, each of us. So I wound up cutting some of those out. I know, Eileen. Oh my gosh. It was like, oh, here we are. And then it had a whole bunch of stickers, which I haven't even used yet. And then I love this one, the little koala bear. And then I think there's one more here. Oh yeah, this one with the little hand. Little Australian, is that cute? Yeah, I don't like touching strangers either. Nothing against it. It's just like, ugh. I like this bear. I cut them out. It's so cute. I'll keep them over there. And then these were the different papers. It's just like fairies and mermaids. I really like this sheet of paper here with the fairy. You see that one? It's really cute. I'll try this. And this one had the unicorn. I only bought one of these pads. Probably should have got another one, but I think this was like, I want to say this was like $3. It was really cheap. We got the gold foil in there. So, and then Janet made us all get one of these for our Zentangle. So aren't these cute? She got the, I think Jen got the one that comes with 3 in a pack, and I only got the one that's 2 in a pack. But they got a grid on them so they could Zentangle. So I'm glad I got those. That was a Daiso. Oh, here's a paper pad. That's a paper pad with the ladies. So you can see them there. And that's that. That was Daiso. Let's see what else. I wound up getting these at Daiso. These are just neon pens. Stranger danger. Yeah. CB's like, wow, unless he's cute and young. Janet says, well, duh. You got the smallest ones, yeah. All right, so let's see. And then, oh, this was lace that I got at What's Cheap. Can you see that? Look how pretty that black lace is. And I think this was only like, I want to say $2. And there's a lot of lace on there. And it's hard to find black, so I really like that. I end up getting that. That's my cute little kangaroo. Oh, here's the four of us. So you can see us there. There's Jen, Janet, CB, and me. You can see us there. Isn't that cute? Just reading the chat here for a second. That's so cute little. Yeah, the place that Jen took us there was like a seaport. Oh my gosh, that was the best fish and chips that we had. It was so good. It was yummy. And this is just a book. Well, you can see that there. I kept this because this was like all about Currumbin and the different places that we went to. And then, let me see, I was so disappointed about Mermaid Beach. So I'm thinking, I gotta get to Mermaid Beach. There's gonna have mermaids and statues there and all different things. And it was like, nothing. No mermaid statues. I think there was 2 or 3 stores in a row that said something about mermaids. But it was just like, I was disappointed in Mermaid Beach. The beach was beautiful, but they just didn't have anything. I know, Jen said that's the best fish and chips she's ever had. And Jen made us, we got fish and chips at Jen's, and then we also got pizza. Oh my gosh, Jen and Squiz made the best pizza. Right, this is mine. That I brought with me. And then this, when I ordered at Jane's workshop, if you ordered something, she actually gave you one of these little bags of hers. And she also gave, because I wound up getting these because you could get them separate, and I use these a lot, the beach and the lavender one. This one's called Jellyfish, and so you could buy those separate. And then she also gave you these, which is nice, a nice little Princeton 12. Look at that. I wound up getting that from Jane. And this one, Pigment BB, whatever that is. And then this, whatever this little pen is, a Pentel from Japan. I don't know. Oh, look at that. What is that? Oh, look at that. Look at that, Janet. Look at the way that nib is. It's weird, that nib. And it writes nice and thin. Look how small that writes. How thin that writes. Jane gave us that. I don't see what it says. It just says Pentel Company. It has a name, JM20-AE, whatever that is. You won't be able to read it. False advertising. I know, no mermaids. Isn't that terrible? Especially when I was looking for it, it was just like, oh, no mermaids. All right, so there's that. And then this I got, I forget where, I think I got this, one of the shops where I think Janet got her t-shirts for the rat, I think. And then I think these are just my pens. Yeah. I don't know, wait a minute. I think this is, I wound up getting that. I have to tell you a story about that. Oh, I had a green, I don't see it here. A green jelly, a green gel brush that we got. But this matches that little tea towel that I got at the Kangaroos. But Janet and I saw this at Typo, and so it was like, oh, I want to get this. And it was in the clearance bin. What was it, $1, right, Janet? So it writes green ink. So I first said, the guy says, do you want a bag? And I'm like, no, I don't want a bag. And then the next person came up, and the bag was this Typo bag, which I don't know where mine is, and it had all this writing on it. So I'm like, oh, if it's not too much trouble, can I have the bag? And so then I showed Janet, and so she had to go back to get a pen just so she could have the bag. It was funny, but it's a really nice bag. Yeah, Queen Street, Sydney. Yeah, that's it. Hi, Linda, how you made it? That's good. And I guess this is another Daiso pen I got. It's a brush pen. You can see it for lettering. This one is this permanent or not? It's hard to tell when they say if it's permanent, but it's platinum, so I don't know if that's permanent or not. say it's permanent. All right, so I got that. And then I guess I got this gold metallic pen. I don't know where I got this one. Gold metallic pencil. So I wound up getting that. Bought a crap pen. So yeah, so she said she bought a crap pen just to get the bag. Alright, so let's see. Alright, my last things to show is, now if you watch CC Creations, she has a watercolor paper company that's near her, and she has black watercolor paper. So there's Jean. Oh, that's okay. Oh, this is paper Janet made me buy from Daiso. So this is calligraphy paper from Daiso. Did you use yours yet, Janet? The calligraphy paper? So you can see that specialty calligraphy paper. It's kind of like a bone color, like a cream color. It's made in Japan. So I haven't tried that yet. I got that. And then, so in Canada, this paper company is next to CC, which is CC Creations. You watch her. She's actually going to be teaching at Patty's Maryland Art Retreat. And so she always showed the black paper. And I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous. I want that black watercolor paper. So then I wound up going to the art store that Janet had showed at the Rocks. And let me see if I can open this. And I wound up I should have bought the gray one. She has gray and beige and black. I forget what other. But this is 100% cotton, I believe. So this is the name of, I know, the black watercolor. I'm tempted to ask Darcy to bring me back another pad. But this is it. And this is actually from Montreal. You can see that there. And so I tagged Cece in Instagram and I said, look, I found the watercolor paper from Canada that I can't get in Canada, but I could get it in Sydney, Australia. Or we use like rice paper. Okay. Oh, you got the ivory one. So this is the watercolor paper, like a tan color. Thought that would be good for portrait faces. So you could see that. So it's got the deco edge at the bottom. It's pretty nice and thick. So I wound up getting the tan one, just in this small one. I should have got the black one on that too. And then I wound up getting the bigger black watercolor paper. So let's see if I can pull this off. Ooh, sorry. You have 2 spots? Yes. So Patty says she has 2 spots available. One she's saving for Eileen, so really there's 1 spot. So this is the, I guess that's the paper canal paper from Montreal. And so Cece actually just did metallic paper, a metallic drawing watercolor on this black paper. But look at that black paper. So I bought this one figuring I could fold it in half and make like a journal. But it's 100% cotton watercolor paper black. Isn't it pretty? So Patty's lucky. Cece's bringing her some when we go to Maryland. So I really would like to get another. You found some black water on a published page. It was cool. I think I got that. Is that this one too? So I'm dying to try that. Are you talking about this company? I did wind up when I was in Australia. Patty tweets me, of course, look at this watercolor paper. So of course I had to get it. So this is from CFM. Is that them, Patty? CFM. Where did she say it was? Fabulous Fancy Pants. I don't know if that's them, but this one is Case for Making. This is Case for Making. I didn't get this in Australia, but I really like this because I thought this paper would be good for swatching. So can you see it's got a grid? Yeah, there you can see. Well, you have to send me the website, Patty, for that black paper. Hey, Jennifer. But can you see that? So I thought this would be really nice for swatching paper. Swatching watercolor. So I did get that. That's the grid paper. And then this one is colored watercolor paper, but in different colors. So can you see there's a blue, a light blue. I thought it would be good for like ocean. This is kind of like a gray. No, a different place. Oh, you have to send it to me. There's the peach for, I thought that'd be good for portraits. And this feels like it's about 140 pounds probably. And then there's another like lighter tan. So that is called the Case for Making, and it's colored paper for water. So now did you see too now, Case for Making, yes, CFM. Did you see the new watercolor? Well, they're calling it watercolor paint from Plaid. Donna Dewberry was using it, and Martha Stewart's coming out with a watercolor paint. So I don't know what that means. It's little bottles, looks just like their regular Plaid, but it says watercolor on it. So when it pours out, it looks almost to me like, I don't know, I always say this wrong. Is it gouache? How do you say it? Gouache? Gouache. It looks like gouache paint to me. And when you add the water, it's really thin, so it looks like watercolor. So I think right now you can only get it online at Michael's, but I'll have to try it. But it looks like it could be thick. It reminds me of gouache, really. But yeah, so I know Michael's has the Martha Stewart one, and then the Plaid one. I think it looks like they're making room for it. So, all right. So that, believe it or not, is my haul. So now I will go on to Jane's class. You guys have any questions for me? Let's see, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I just saw that the other day. So it's called watercolor paint, and it's by Plaid. So Donna Dewberry has, I think it's her, I don't know if it's her brand. I think it's Folk Art watercolor paint, they're calling it. And then Martha Stewart's got a watercolor paint. So, yeah. So, oh my gosh, that is, how long have I been on? An hour and a half of hauls and talking about Australia. I'm trying to think of what else that I really found different about Australia. I love the way that they talk to each other when they say darling or love, my love. You know, and they just talk really sweet to each other. There's Carrie Ann. I just showed your stuff earlier. I hope you're feeling better. And then I love their pizzas. Their pizzas are different than ours. They put like a cheese, and then they put like all their meat and stuff in the middle, and then like cheese on top. So it reminds me of like more like a pot, like a regular pie. Not a pizza pie, but like regular, like apple pie that you put stuffing in it. That was really good. I love that. And then Jen, what's the bug that they make sandwiches out of? It's not magpie. It's not I can't remember. I was gonna try it, but on the cruise I had shrimp, and sometimes shrimp doesn't agree with me, so I never did get to try the booger. Is it booger? No, it's not the booger hamburger. What's it called? Oh, darn it. I should have wrote that down. Anyway, so. Oh, wait. No, I have one more thing. So let me show you this first before we go on. So let me zoom in a little bit here so you can see. So I did actually keep a journal. First time I've ever kept a journal. So let me just zoom in a little more so you can see this. There we go. So this was a journal that I had delivered to Jen's. Isn't it cute? Oh my gosh. So it's got the mermaid seashells. I'm waiting for Janet to send me some of these. She said she would send me some because I want to try to make this mermaid myself. I've never, I know it's not that. I want to say, I thought it was it's not magpies. It's, I can't remember what the name of the sandwich is. But I was going to try it and then I didn't because it said bug at the end of it. But it's actually like a small, they said like a small lobster crab type thing. So you probably would like it, Patty, because it's like a lobster crab sandwich. So, but I can't remember what it is. But isn't this cute? Look at that. So it's all made out of seashells. And I never did, oh, I have one more thing too. I only found seashells once. The whole time I was there. It just rained. I'm trying to think, see if Jen knows what the name of that sandwich is. I can't think of what the name of it is. So Mandy's, so I did get seashells. I'll just show you really quick. It was only one night. Back with coffee. Jen, what's the name of the sandwich that's like a lobster crab type sandwich? It's called bug something. A bug sandwich. Not a booger sandwich. A booger bug. What's it called? I can't remember the name of the sandwich. Oh my gosh. So Mandy's kids, they knew I wanted to go to the beach, and we just, oh, there it is, a Moreton Bay bug sandwich. Moreton Bay bug. I never got a chance to try it, so, but I did try the meat pies. Jen took us to try meat pies, and it was good. And then I had a craving for meat pies again, so when I was in Coolangatta, I actually went a Balmain bug. A Balmain bug, she calls it. So Mandy's kids, Amelia and Justin, actually went and got me some shells. And I think Squid might have given me one or two of these, but look how cool these are. Yeah, you would like that. Yeah, they're called lobster bugs. Oh, really? We have them here? I didn't mean it's not that. It's a Moreton Bay bug sandwich. But look how cool these are. So these are nice and big. You can see these. So they wanted to get them. I really like these. They're like little oysters. You see those? They were so sweet to get those for me. And then each one of them, I don't remember which one gave me what, but they were like, I bought you this one, I got you this one. So, and then you can see the backs of them. Aren't they cool looking? Look at that. So they're really different. I've never seen shells like these, like the little oysters all together. There's that one. Cute. So I have to show you what I'm going to do with these shells. I know I said that, but that's not what it's called. And these are tiny little oyster ones. Aren't they cute? And this one. So I wind up getting this, bringing these back. Crawdads, is that what they're called in Texas? Crawdads, bugs. So those were the ones that Amelia and Justin got me. And then I wound up, the first day I actually got to two, and the only thing I could get were just little pieces. They were just like, you could only get half shells. Let's see, they were like broke, like this. Oh, thanks, Joan. Yeah, that was some squid. I did get a couple whole ones, but most of the time they were all, and see how thin? They're like super thin, like they've just been brushed across the ocean so many times. So I was kind of disappointed I only got little bits and pieces. You can see that, just little bits and pieces. But then one night there was a storm, and I wound up getting, I got sand all over here. So I did bring some sand home with me, because I figured my book, I had to repair it one spot here, my book. You love seafood? Yeah, divers refer to them as bugs. Yeah, and that's when I saw the bug sandwich, I was like, ew, well, I'm not getting that. Alright, so I did get little bird feather, about 2 feathers. But then see, I did get some whole shells. So these are pretty nice. I like these. And I like them. So I did manage to get a little bucket full of seashells. But I didn't show you the last thing that I got from Daiso was I want to do this. Hold on, let me see. When we were leaving for Brisbane, Mandy said Amelia cried in the car after saying, "Oh, she did. Aw. She wanted us to stay. She misses us." Aw. They were so sweet, those her her kids. All right, so hold on. I just want to show you my oops, wrong thing. What I got from Dyson and what I'm going to do with my seashells. So hold on. Just looking on my phone. Just give me a second. Here we are. So you can see that I wind up bringing, because you know we have styrofoam heads in Michael's that you could buy, but they don't have these long necks. So I wind up getting that with the seashells. Can you see it? And then I'm going to do this with it. Hold on, if I can find it. Here. Can you see that? Put the seashells all over down the neck. Oh, I can't wait to do that. See the seashells there? That's the back of the head and the back. That's the head right there with all the seashells. Janet said thank God she wasn't doing it because she didn't want to clean it. And then let's see. And then Hillary this is Hillary's dog. Isn't he cute? Honey. She was called Honey. She's a long-haired Jack Russell. Can't see the picture too well. There you go. Isn't she cute? She's really cute. So that's what I'm going to do with the seashells. All right, let's see. I got to clean the sand off. I'm going to do that. So then I wind up getting this book. Oh, this was a little card that I got at the store. Cute. This was the book from Susie. You can see it, Susie Seashell Creations. She's on Etsy. So if you wanted to look her up, she's got another one of these mermaid books up, and she's got one with a dolphin. Almost tempted to get the one with the dolphin. Oh my gosh, are you girls crying? We were all like crying when we left Jen and the kids. Oh my gosh. And then when Janet left me with the train, we were crying. It was terrible. Yes, don't start that. I'll be getting the tissues out, Janet. I know, that's what Janet said. Can you imagine dusting that bad boy? I still want to do it though. This is where I want to put my charms on here. My little kangaroo and my koala charms on this. So this was a book, and it had that I ordered, and I had it sent to Jen's house, but I had to patch it here. It was crumbled off. But isn't it cute? So I wound up taking a lot of the pages out because I just built it up so much. But this was a tag that Carrie Ann had given us. And then I did wind up putting the, I wonder why this is the only car key I think that I kept from our Stanford hotel the first night in Sydney. And then I wind up using the little, you can see the little stickers that Sue gave me. Very nice. She gave them to me. I used a couple of those, and that was the other sticker that, and then here were the other stickers. This was the one that CB had given us. And then I did the same thing like Janet. I cut out the little kangaroo. And then I kept the ticket from the Opera House. And then look at the shrimp. They made the little shrimp into hearts. Isn't that cute? So, and then this was this was my attempt of keeping track of our trip. So there's us at the hotel. You can see me with the wombats. There is CB, Janet, and I. And then this is when Jen took us to, because we only stayed at Sydney the first 2 nights, and then Mandy and Squiz came up and picked us up. I'm sure I'm in the frame there. And she took us to Anzac Day, and that's where they tossed the coins and they bid on each other. Jen has a little video. You could see that. And so then you could see us. There's CB and I again. And then I wrote my little journaling about Mandy picking us up. And this was the best fish that we ate there. Then this was by Jen's house. They have the bats, the hanging bats. We saw them in the trees. Can you see them there? And then that was the street art there. We actually saw one of the guys actually painting while we were there. And then the thing I wanted to see most was in Melbourne, and that was the William Ricketts Sanctuary. So that's this one here. So this place is along a lush, firm-lined path, and discovered more than 90 beautiful clay sculptures created by William Ricketts and inspired by the culture and traditions of the, and I'm not going to say that name right, Pinjatawari, I don't know what that is, Aborigine people of Central Australia. And so then this was all the different, what do you call it, different statues that we got to see. So here I have, so there you can see. So there's me with one of the statues right there. And that's the clay right there. And we had to walk up and down, but I made it. I had to cover her because she's nude. And then, oh yeah, so this was the Oakdale farm that we went to that CB met up with the duck. And then Carrie Ann went with us, and we took pictures there. So there's me with the little koala, and there's the bear, the bird. So this was kind of my idea of my journaling, our trip. So there you can see there's a koala picture I took. And of course my little kangaroo, I love that. And then we wound up going to, we were looking for the street fair, and I wound up getting these cards from the place that we kind of snuck in that we weren't allowed to really be in. That Jen got us around to. That was fun. I think that was the first day when Jen arrived that we actually went there. You didn't smell what? Oh, the bats, yeah. You didn't document the bats or the smell, Janet said. Jan says the smell's awful. We can smell it where? Oh, you can't smell it now, thank goodness. So that's good. And then this is in Tugun. So this is the little house, and I actually put my feet in the water. So she lives up at the top here, and then I was down here at the bottom. And then, so here's where you could actually put one foot in New South Wales and the other foot in Queensland. So you can see, you can hardly see me. It's pretty dark. It was raining that day. But I love the koalas. See how they had the different koalas, and they painted them different. And then there was one I couldn't get a picture of. It was up on a hill, and it was a gray koala. And for the wedding, the Prince Markle, what's her name? The wedding, the royal wedding, they actually dressed up the koala and put a wedding gown on her and put a crown for Prince. It was really cute. I wish I would have liked to gotten a picture of that, but I just couldn't. And so then this was Hillary. That's Hillary there. And then she took me to this, that was her favorite place for breakfast in the morning. And then there's the beach. That's the beach right outside her house. It's so pretty there. And she goes paddleboarding every morning. And she actually, I think it was 10 years ago, she was actually in Australia's Olympic team, I guess I forget if it's for rowing or whatever, and she actually won a gold medal and two silver medals. When she took me to her house, she has it all framed up, and the gold medal, it was really pretty. It was like impressive. Yeah, Harry's wedding. Thank you, CB. Yes. And Megan, yes. Thank you, Joan. And I wound up watching that night, because there in Australia it was on at 7 o'clock at night, so it was nice. I didn't have to get up early in the morning. So, and then this was a wildlife sanctuary that was right by Hillary's house. It was only like a 5-minute bus ride, and that's where I went. I spent most of the day there. It was really pretty, and that's where I took pictures of kangaroos, and it was nice being on my own, but it just would have been better if I would have had somebody to share it with. And so then this was the cruise that I took, and these are some of the food. We actually had oysters, which I didn't eat, shrimp, forget what else they gave us, some type of pumpkin soup. I didn't eat that, but I did eat 4 of the main meals. Oh, you know what I didn't put here in Melbourne? Janet and CB and Jen and I, the last night we went on the tram. It was a train like where we had dinner. I have to put that in there somewhere. I have the thing. We all watched. Oh, you all watched the wedding together. That's right. Yeah, we all did because we were on WhatsApp, and so Jen would answer, and then Carrie Ann would say something, and then I would say something. So, and then Janet got up. We were waiting for Janet because she had to get up. What time did you have to get up, Janet? Like 5 in the morning or something? I forget. And then this is their movie theater, so you can see their movie theater there. So there's me kind of, and they have seats and the little tables, and they actually serve food. And then this was the food festival that we went to. Oh my gosh, I love that. It was so good. It had like lamb and cheese and yep, I was in Queensland and in New South Wales all at the same time. Oh yeah, I was in Queensland and New South Wales, and CB and Janet were in the US. Yeah, and we were all chit-chatting for the wedding. We're saying about the dress, look at the dress, look at this, look at that. And so then here is my, I was doing the class, Jane's folklore class with her new book. So I had to wind up making another book, a separate book. And that's where I used the lace from the vintage store. So I wound up doing that. I'll show you that book when I'm done. And this, Eileen did put this on Instagram. So you can see that. She turned me into a mermaid. So I did that for Mermaid Beach. That was the only mermaid I saw myself. And I did have koalas like all over the place, dressed up. Oh, Janet got up at 4, she said. Oh my gosh. And then this was when I went to Marwoolenba, and they had a feast, like a fiesta type thing. And then they had an art show throughout the whole town. And this is a place called Montelupo, which they do arts and crafts for handicapped people. You see that? And you were able to buy different things. Yeah, they're all laughing at the mermaid, my mermaid. I really love this. I don't know if you could see that, but this is a girl. And it reminded me of a lot of Patty because the bottom of her dress is like a big round ball, but then it was tiny little clay pieces. So like this one had stars all over it with different imprints of the stars. So it was like Patty's tiles that she does. And then this back one with the red, it was all hearts, little hearts, and they had all different designs. And so the whole bottom is filled like that. And then this one is just all flowers. I wish I could have gotten a better picture of it. I don't think you really could see it that well. So, yeah, Eileen is very good with her computer. And then let's see what else. Oh, and these are just some pictures that I took there. That was a tattoo place. You got the stamp behind there, the wings, and there's Hillary there. And then we wound up going to a cow place. And then there's Honey, her little honey dog. It's cute. Let's see. And this was my favorite picture. That was like the last night that and these are all pelicans, and there must be like 10 of them in a row, and they're all made from different parts, like car parts, washing machine parts, or all different parts of the pelican. So I can't really see it that well because it's too dark. What? Patty has a round bottom. I didn't say that. Yeah, so this was Palm Beach. It was called Palm Beach. And that was the sunset there. What did I say? I didn't say that. Oh my gosh. CB. And then this was, yeah, so this was the beach again by her house. And then they had this girl. Someone actually put flip-flops, real flip-flops on her feet. So you can see the statue there. And then this was a little thank you gift that I made for Hillary. So I wound up finding a rock and then painting it. And then it says, be a mermaid and make waves. So I wound up using some watercolor paper in the background. And then, I don't know if you can see that. That blue thing right there is a whale made out of a piece of driftwood. So she liked that. She put that in her bathroom. Let's see. Oh, this is the lighthouse. This was Byron Bay. So you can see most of the beaches, Byron Bay, look pretty much similar. They're really long and flat. Oh yeah, the doll with Patty. Yeah, this doll here remind me because it was all made out of clay, and they did tiny little clay pieces with imprints on it. Oh, so they're saying that Patty had a rotten bottom. That's what they're talking about. No, but that's how the dolls were. They were all made out of clay, and then the hair was made out of wire. But it was really cool looking. I wish I could have got a better picture of it. So this was Byron Bay. And this one I went to, the Airbnb that I went to wasn't one like you had, like I had for myself, where at Hillary's I was able to get my own key. I was able to go in and out. Nobody, it didn't matter. But this one at Byron Bay, night Marie. This one at Byron Bay was you actually live with the family. I did not like that at all. So it was actually, she had 2 other rooms. So it's actually a 3-bedroom house. So her and her husband live in one room. Then it was me in another room. And if I had, say, me and Jimmy there, and then there was another guy, he was from Japan. He was in the other room. So if he had his wife or his ever, so there'd be 6 of us using one bathroom. Oh, I did not like that at all. And then when you had to go eat dinner, you kind of felt like you were intruding because our downstairs was really small. You really couldn't watch the TV if you wanted to watch TV. Ugh. If I ever go to another Airbnb, it's definitely one where I have my own key that I can go in and out, not sharing with another family. I didn't like it. Did not like it. So this was the lighthouse at Byron Bay. And then here, you can't see it in this picture, but there were 6 dolphins right in this area. And that's where the whales had just come just a little bit before. But you really needed binoculars to see them because they were so far out. And this place here, I know, 1 bathroom for all 6, could be 6 of us. But right then, when it was just myself, the guy from Japan, and then her and her husband. So 4 of us sharing 1 bathroom. I did not like that. Yeah. So, yeah, not my favorite. So, Jonna said, well, where did you stay in Byron Bay? And I started to tell her. She goes, no way. I can't stay in a place like that. So live and learn. That was the first time. It's only my 2nd time doing Airbnb. So, I just know that that's not for me. I mean, if you like being close with the family and stuff like that, then that could be for you. But that wasn't for me. But this place, oh my gosh, I love this place. I just thought of Paula the whole time. So these are huge amethyst crystals. And it was, so here you can see I'm standing, where she's standing, I'm standing there. So you can see that. It's hard to see because it's dark. And they had all kind of like statues, and it was really nice. I actually did let's see if I can see it here. So that's where you could actually go and have lunch and then stand down there. I tweeted, I did, Jen. I said to Janet, I'm almost tempted to wear my flip-flops in the shower, but I didn't. So then here is the big Indian. This part here was all rose quartz. You can't see it. Not there. Here, this at the bottom here. Big giant pieces of rose quartz. Don't dare think about it. So you can see that. And so you were supposed to, it's in a circle, so like you were supposed to walk around till you got to the center of the circle, make your wish, whatever you want it to be, and then walk back around the circle. So it was very meditative place. So kind of going with Hillary and doing the Sacred Heart things and stuff kind of prepared me for this place. It was really nice though, and when we did the meditation, this magpie actually came in the room and we couldn't get him to leave, and then he followed me like the whole place. It was like, who are you? And it was just weird. So that was kind of strange. But then here is I forget what they call this place, but you go around and you twirl these, they're like big giant tins, and you flip them around, and they make music, and it's for everyone that you flip around, you send out like 130,000 wishes or something like that, I forget, and you had to go around that like 3 times. I should probably write that in there. And then this was at night. It was the sunset was just going down. You can see how pretty that was. Yeah, CB, you would like this place. Yeah, and then there. Because this crystal, once the sunset, you see how bright it is? Where during the day, it wasn't like that at all. I don't know if I took the picture of it then. No, I didn't. But you see how that sun just kind of like brightened that right up. It was really pretty. It was really pretty being there. Let's see. And then again, here's some more stickers from that Sue gave me. You can see that. All right, and so now this is my, so if you've been waiting for the in-person class with Jane, this is it now. And we really weren't supposed to, she did actually take us down to her, her studio, and we really weren't supposed to film in there because she could have had, some things that, really shouldn't have been seen yet. But she always chit-chats in her chair when she does like a stream or whatever, a live Facebook. So a couple of us pretended to be her, and we actually sat in her chair. And this is kind of like right outside her studio. What happened? I just read the chat here. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Jen. And so then here you can see this is her teaching. So when we first got there, she had it all set up for us. So it was really nice. And we all introduced ourselves. And then she asked us what you felt like you wanted to work on. So everybody said they wanted to work on 3/4 face. So that's pretty much what we did during the day. So here you can see that is her face that she started out with. And then that's how it ended up by the end of the day. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I saw it, but still. And you can't see all the shine and stuff in there. It's really pretty. And then this was her husband, Angus. And there's tinsel. And then Jimmy had sent, Jimmy, my husband, he does T-shirts. And so he actually sent this T-shirt for Angus because he, thanks, Kimberly. He actually surfs. And so he actually let me take a picture of him with it on there. And then I have some other pictures in here, which I can't show you because they're from inside her studio. We weren't really supposed to take pictures in her studio. And then these are some of her, I asked her if I could take pictures of her journals, and she said yes, so that's one of them right there. And then they served us breakfast and lunch. And oh my gosh, I love these plates. I forget who they're by. I think I have it written down here. They're by Ashley, is it? Let's see. Yeah, Ashley Longshore. Of course, you can't get them anymore because, of course, I tried. But they're so pretty. Look how bright and brilliant they are. And there were like I want to say 3 or 4 different patterns. So that was the first day. And then when I went up there to take the taxi, because I didn't know anybody, to her place, it cost $45 for the taxi to go up there. So I asked if somebody would take me back. And so this girl, Annette, said she would give me a ride home. So she put it in her GPS, and so we were on our way back. And so her GPS stopped for some reason, and I thought it was the place that that was my B&B, right? My Airbnb. So she let me out. And she goes, you sure you want me to wait? I'm like, no, go ahead. This is it. Well, I start to walk up, and I'm like, oh, no, this is not it. This is not where I'm supposed to be. So 2 streets back, there was an IGA, which is like a food town or like a supermarket. So I walked back to the IGA, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, I am lost. So I called Jasmine from the Airbnb, and I said, I'm totally lost. Should I take a taxi? How close am I? She goes, oh, you're only like, she always went like this, oh, you're only not that far away. Meanwhile, when they say that, it's like 20 minutes away. A 5-minute trip is like 20 minutes for me anyway. So then I said, okay, well, I'm at the IGA. I have my back to the IGA. So am I going right or am I going left? She goes, oh, you're going to go left. I'm like, all right. So I start to walk, and I'm like, oh, no, this is not right. So I'm back in the parking lot, and it must have looked like I was going through a maze through the parking lot, because finally a taxi cab driver said, can I help you? And I was like, can you please? Because I'm lost. So yeah, I showed him the address, and so he says, oh yeah, I know where that is. And it was basically where the girl dropped me off. If I'd have just gone up a block, made a left and another left, it was like right there. So he actually took me there, and he didn't charge me, so which was really nice. So then the next day, I told Jasmine that, it cost me $45 to go there by taxi. And so she said, oh, I'll take you there for $20. I'm like, well, good, because that saves me and you can have a little too. So she wound up taking me the next day for $20. And then the same girl, when I told her the story, she goes, I knew I shouldn't have dropped you off there. But then she actually brought me to the right place that night. So here's a couple more pictures from Jane's journal. And Jane was really nice. So the second day, she gave us sticker paper, and so we actually did some collage. You can see that, the collage. And then it was an adventure. It was. And then we actually got to use her new, her Spellbinders machine and her new dies. And then Tinsel wanted attention. He wouldn't leave her alone, so she had to actually hold Tinsel while she was trying to create. And then I have to show you, what did I do with those stamps? I hope I brought them. So this girl here is one of her old stamps. So I had brought Jane a gift. And so when I saw this journal, I said, oh, are you ever going to come out with these stamps? And she's like, well, hold on a second. So she went back in her back room, and she actually gave me this stamp and another stamp. I thought I brought them, but if not, I'll have to show them to you on Sunday. I don't know where they are. But then there's some more pictures. So I was super happy to get that, because you can't get them anymore. So, yeah, she is as bubbly as in person as she is. Mm-hmm. And so then this day, they still wanted her to work on 3/4 face. I wish we could have, because we did Spellbinders, we did the collaging in the morning, and then we got to use her machine. So in the afternoon, I wish she would have went on to something else, but everybody was still working on their faces, so you had to go with the majority. But yeah, I would have liked to have done like a full figure, but I love the way she did her hair, and it's hard to see, but she's got little circles in her hair. She came out so good, really good. And then, of course, we took selfies at the end of the day. Everybody took selfies. And then, let me see what else. But yeah, and then this was my last trip back home to Sydney. So this was the rocks. I didn't get to really go there. It was pouring rain. Look how pretty that looks. It looks almost like a postcard, doesn't it? Yeah, she's really nice. And then what she did was she helped us. She came around and helped us with your faces. What I had to tweak with my face. Like, I kept doing my nose wrong. So now I finally think I got the nose right. And then, what else? I had given her, the first day when she didn't open the gift that I had given her until after we all left. And a flamingo? Where's no flamingo? My hair? No. Flamingo. No, there's no flamingo. So where was I? Oh, anyway, so this was the rocks, because Jen had told her about the rocks, which is an old part of Sydney mixed in with the new, So I really didn't get to see it because my plane was, of course, delayed an hour. I was supposed to get into Sydney, I think, at 2:30. I didn't get in until 4. So I just hopped in a cab right away because this place was open until 6, and that's where I got the black paper. I used Uncle Minker in here. So that was the paper, and then this was a picture I took at night. But this one looked really pretty with the reflections. Can you see that on the sidewalk? It's really pretty. I think that's it. So then I'll show you my journal real quick from Jane's. Oh, I wish I would have brought my stamps. I don't know what I did with them. So this was the book that I made with the, I actually had a Jane, let me zoom out a little. Jane's one of her journals with me, so I just pulled out some paper and made another, there we go, another journal. So I know, that's what Jen says. Everything is always late in supplies, planes. It is always late. So then this is the one I made with the lace from the vintage, and I actually put the lace, what this is. Oh, this was some specialty paper that we got at Jen's, one of the stores that we found in Melbourne. So you can see that. So this one's kind of got like daisies on it. CB and I both, I think, got these papers. And that's one with flourishes. Yeah, thanks, CB. So then I wind up watercoloring this. So that was one that I painted. And then I put the papers that I got, the gift paper. And then this was one of the, from her class, that was her folkloric class. So you can see that. I really like her face. I thought her face came out really pretty on that one. And then I just kind of did it like whatever I had. So I had some tissue paper. This was from APB Jamie. She had given me this paper and I brought it with me. So I actually collaged on there. This was a little watercolor card. So I could see I could just put some paper on here, and I put the lace. I didn't really have too many embellishments with me, so I just used the lace. I think that's the only thing I did in this book. I think that was it. Yeah, so this is more of the paper that AP Jamie gave me. Isn't it pretty? Thanks. Oh, and here's some of the ones that I got from Daiso. I actually put that on there. Those other ones are from Daiso too. And here was the stamp that we got from Kaiser Craft. Again, this is a Daiso paper. I know you would like this, CB. Isn't that pretty? So I figure I would do something with that. Let's more lace on there. So I just kind of did lace like every other page. Yeah, I think that was it. So that was only two things. I still have to finish the class. So that was the one journal that I did while I was staying at Hillary's house. And then I'll show you what we actually did in class. Oh, I can't believe I don't have those stamps with me. All right, so this will be the last thing I show you guys. Thanks, Jean. So this was the book that I brought with me. This is my Oz book. And so you guys have seen this before. So I wound up. Actually, one night I wound up doing this at the Blue House. So there's my little girl with the koala bear. So I still have to go back and finish that. And then that's why I cut the paper out there. But so now this, I have to put some stuff on it as it's very sticky. So this is Jane's new, this was the one I did on the second day. I'm still not happy with her face a little bit, but this is her new one of her new die cuts. So actually I did that, and then I did it out of newspaper print. So you can see that one's her little. So that was out of the paper that we collaged. So it looks almost like wallpaper, doesn't it? That one there. And then that's out of that blue one that I did. And then this is her ink now. You only used to be able to get her inks in Australia, the yellow and orange. So that was this one. I really like the yellow ink. So I wound up buying them there, and then now I see Michaels is actually carrying her yellow and orange ink now. And her dies are supposed to be, all her stuff from Spellbinders should be out around July 15th. So I'm looking forward to get that so I can. So this was the first night. So this was the first day, and so this was my girl that I did. I actually did it on this. She gave us each watercolor paper, so I actually used it as a tip-in. So I did most of this. Oh, sorry. And then she went in at the end. I asked her if she could just kind of like touch it up. So she did all the pink in her hair. And then this is one of her die cuts, which I die cuts. I really like this one a lot. It's like some type of flower. And then she did use her pastel. Thank you. These right here. The powder pastels. And that's how she used the pink and stuff. I really like the way that they came out. So she added that to, so you can see that there, to the lips kind of, and on the eyes. You can't see it, but there's that green gel glitter pen. It's really pretty, which I don't know where it is. I'll have to look for that. But yeah, so yeah. So I actually did the hair. Thank you. You came out good. There's Debbie X. And then the next day, oh wait. So this was one of her stencils, her new stencils. And these are, is this the die cuts? No, these are the, I did cut some of her dies. Oh yeah. So you can see here, this is one of her, the new one with the unicorn. Isn't it cute? That's one of hers. This is that one with the paper. I put it like in her hair. That's one of hers that's coming out. This one is the face. It's like a face. I didn't punch it all out yet because there's 2 sheets. I have to punch this part out, so you can't see that yet. But yeah, so this is her stencil. So actually, all I did was just do the hair part. So if you really didn't want to do a face, but you wanted a face similar to hers, that's kind of her stencil. There. And then these are the 2 that when we first had to start out, she had us draw it, and so that was the first one that I drew. It's hard to see with the blue. And then this was one that I drew, and then she corrected it. So right here, so I always bent my nose like way down here. I put the curve down here, where the curve has to be up here by the eye. So see that curve? It should match and line up with that. So that was the one thing that I kept doing wrong. So I didn't want to touch these because that was kind of like her, so I could see where I did mine, and then she did kind of the correction of it. So I really like that. Like that. And then these are what we die cut. Let's see if I have any of them. I have some, oh yeah, here we are. So these are just all the different stickers that we did. I really didn't like this combination, but it turned out all right. This was kind of, ugh, I didn't like that. So then these are her new die cuts. Let's see. Some of them anyway. I didn't do it. We could have stamped on her stamps. I thought I did stamp, but I don't see it on a page with her new stamp. Well, here's one of her stencils that and that's the stamp that she gave me, which I can't find. Maybe I didn't. I could have sworn I stamped. Oh, there's her stencil too, right there. That's her big stencil. I could have sworn I had some stamps too, which I don't know where they are. Anyway, so here are some of her other die cuts. And she's coming out with another line. I don't know if it's still with Spellbinders, so after this release in July 15th, she has another whole line coming out again. So it's like, oh my gosh, she's really on a roll. This is my favorite one, of course. So you can see that with the mermaid tail. And that was out of my little jelly print type of paper. And then this is the one with the face. So this is the, you can see that that's the face, and then this piece would go over it once I punched it out. So that you can put that over there like that. Of course I didn't punch the face out yet, but you have the idea. Like that. And then, what else do I have here? Oh, some of these are stuck together. There's that. There's that one face again. So there's this. So this is one of her die cuts with the feathers. I love, yeah, the tail's my favorite, yeah. So I'll have the tail in my store as soon as that comes out. And I even love these too. So this one's kind of like mermaid waves. I did another tail. See that there. So there's that. Yeah, she does have some nice die cuts when they come out. we tried to get it out of her to at least to say, is there more die cuts? What's coming out after Spellbinders? But you know, of course, she wouldn't spill beans. So this one is, oh, so here's the face perfectly cut out. So it says, of course, mermaid. So you have the background here. This is the face, and then this goes on top of it like that. So you can see that, and then that goes on top like that. And then this was one of my favorites. That's the one that's in the hair. So you can see that. And that looked pretty with that other one little one that comes with it. So it actually comes like that. I think that's the die set right there. So you can see that. And then the last one are these. I used most of them on my page. This little girl that's like dancing like woohoo. Oh, here's, I did another one of those. Let's see if I can get this out. There. And she had other ones that I didn't actually die cut because I didn't want to spend all my time just die cutting. So, and that's about it. I wish I would have found those, those stamps that she gave me to show you guys. I don't know where they are. And then she did wind up getting, we actually got the mat for class. We got the mat. We got one of her big rub-ons. We got I didn't have the pen, the paint pen with those little balls. So I wound up getting that. What else did she give us? Something else. I don't remember. Something else she gave us too. But that's what we got kind of in class. And then, of course, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh, I did get these. I was trying to, this is an oil stick. I got that at the art store. And then I wound up getting, actually wound up getting two of them. I don't know why. Both the same color, too. At least I could have picked a different color. Both the same. And I did wind up getting these, I think these are Sennelier watercolors. So I wound up getting 3 of those, so. But that's about it. That's about all my, oh, darn, I wish I could find those stamps. They're so pretty. But one is just like this. Looks just like this. And the other one, I forget what the other one is. I think it's like a half a girl. So, but I was happy to get those, so. So this is a long night. That was long. So Sunday night, I have, if you stuck with me this long on YouTube, thank you. Sunday night, we'll be working on a mini album. My nephew is having a baby girl, so I want to do a mermaid type mini album. And then, yes, she has a beautiful studio. We actually couldn't go in her office where she does most of her Facebook Lives because she had new product in there, so we can actually go in there. And then when you go outside her kitchen, it's like on a balcony. You go down the stairs, and then just, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 feet is her studio there. And that's where she took us in, and she showed us her her bookcase. Oh my gosh, her bookcase is beautiful with all different kinds of old books. And then she showed up the camera. How she's got a huge camera setup. Oh my gosh, it's just like, it's amazing. It's huge, and it like slides, like she can just slide it along. It's really awesome. Thanks, CB. Oh, thanks, Jean. Yeah, it was really fun. Most of the people were from Oz, and that's part two. Like, I wanted to take pictures like all the time, and these girls have been like 2 or 3 times, so it was not a big deal to them. So I actually put my phone on silent and was able to take a few pictures because I just felt kind of weird because nobody else was taking pictures. So I was happy to get the pictures that I did because, like I said, nobody was taking pictures. I was like, are you for real? And even at the end, like, nobody even wanted to take a picture with her. And then finally I said, oh no, I'm not going home without a picture without Jane. And then finally I said, can we do a selfie? And then once I said it, I don't know if people were afraid. Once I said it, then like 4 or 5 people went and took a selfie with her. So it was just like, it was strange. So But her husband was real nice. I felt sorry for him because when he came around and he offered the first day, he offered everybody coffee or tea and then he would show you where to go get it if you wanted to refill your own. Well, I didn't really drink coffee and I didn't really drink tea when I was there. So I said, is it too much trouble if can you give me some hot chocolate? He goes, oh, I never did hot chocolate before. Yeah, I'll give it to you. So he wound up making the hot chocolate, and it took him a while, so I felt kind of bad. And then after that, everybody asked for hot chocolate. Oh my gosh, I think he could have killed me. And then I didn't ask him the second day because there was like 6 or 7 other ladies that asked for hot chocolate. I'm like, where's all the coffee drinkers? That was the one thing that they were surprised. They're like, you're from America and you don't drink coffee? I'm like, no, I don't drink coffee. It is a very wonderful trip. I really enjoyed myself, Joan. It was really nice. Did anyone know you there in the class? No, no. And that one girl, just her and I, when we were in Jane's studio, we're taking pictures in Jane's chair, pretending we were like Jane. She was really funny, but she was all the way on the other end. I wish I could have sat by her because she was like really peppy, and you could just tell she was like the life of the class. But they were really nice. They asked, she was the one that asked about my YouTube channel, and I wound up giving out my cards to about half the class, I think. So that was fun. But they were all really nice, and they had asked, how my trip was and how long I've been there and all that. So it was really good. So all right, so Sunday, yeah. Probably do some mixed media type mini album for my nephew. I can't decide whether I want to do a ring bound or I don't know what kind. Chipboard definitely, but I don't know what. So, but thanks for hanging in there. I'm glad to be back. I missed you guys. It's a long time. I think I was actually out for like 2 months. So, thanks, CB. Yep. Thanks, Janet. Thanks, everyone. Yep, glad to be back. And so kind of back going into the swing of things. And like I said, I'll get to see Oakley in like 2 weeks. So I'll get to see Patty when I go to Queen's Ink, when I take the class with Karen O'Brien. So that was fun. Thanks, Eileen. It was fun. And then a couple weeks after that, I'll be seeing CB again at Maryland Art Weekend. So definitely, if anybody's interested, there's 2 more spots there. So make sure you contact Patty. She's Inky Obsession. You can contact her on Facebook if you're interested. And if you watched her stream on, was it Sunday or Monday? I think it was Monday night. She actually looked for foil paper. So if you guys were looking for foil paper, I actually found these at TJ Maxx. So there was that one. I wound up getting a blue and a pink one. So, and these were only $2 at TJ Maxx. So I'll bring those to Patty when I come. So that will be fun. Thanks, Jennifer. I miss you guys too. Oh, thanks, Carrie Ann. Everyone for staying up. Yes, I'll have to get set up on YouTube. Thanks, Debbie. I will. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Joan. Yep, I'll get to see Joan and Paul too in another month. It's coming up quick. Well, thanks, Grammy. So thanks, everyone. So have a good weekend, and I shall catch you on Sunday night. Bye.